think I might have accidentally gotten rid of that. Can you send me the message again? Technology.
I was about to question that laser sight on that M9. The M92F does not have rail mount, but that's mounted on the trigger guard. Also force alerts.
It happens in the stupidest way possible.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
I really hope she's not doped up on tranquilizers right now.
Who goes there?
What even happens here?
Wow, that was the most retarded maneuver I've ever seen.
I don't need lights to know how to rock.
And Sean, how do you know I know this channel? I have a super secret channel I'm keeping hidden from you guys. Don't fuck up. You're fucking up.
That was me not caring anymore.
Welp.
Thank you, Sean. Oh, you know, whoever you are.
Doors that open on their own. I love
Why
it.
does this guy just not shoot him? I'm gonna totally punk this guy.
Who goes there?
He was probably terrified. A man just took out, what, a dozen men with a tranquilizer.
Shaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel.
Please do not kill me. Oh no, why did you do that? Also, I think it's very rude to lock people in.
Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys.
They all have that same vacant glance, like they're just begging for us to knife in their phones.
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
It's a pity, too. They're all really looking
Okay,
forward to
Snake,
the Marine
let's
beach
go over
trip.
this one more time.
I understand.
Use this camera to get
Beach
photographic
episode.
evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now,
That's
do
Spook's
your
Marine
thing and
episode.
take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal
So
Gear.
they can say we photoshopped it on.
Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right. I
There's
understand.
actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to
Marines?
things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S.
Straight up to my
military's
Facebook
proprietary
page.
network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system
Just
software
me hanging
so
out
I
with
could
Metal Gear
remote
XD.
install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you
doubt
put it
about
that
it.
way.
No.
And one more thing.
Not
The
in a
Commandant's
million
already
years.
begun his speech. But you need to get the pictures before he's done talking.
Not in a
Otherwise
million
they'll spot
years.
you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a
All
joke
right.
or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons first.
Right.
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
I'm not going to bother with
With Ray,
the
hundreds, if not thousands, of
Ghost
weapons
Ocelot.
that exist all over the world are no longer a threat.
Oh, you're not going to show
Blinders
that?
to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Why not?
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
often makes me miss the time limit.
Are deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Yeah, people don't know what you're talking about. How about you explain it?
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact.
Damn it. I knew I should have played it safe. Reason I rushed through this is because I always take too long. Yeah.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
And the Ghost Ocelot thing, you can spot him with the camera, standing somewhere, and take a picture of him.
We initiated development of Metal Gear.
And Snake doesn't know that he's alive. Wait, no, yes he does.
The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
With Ray, the hundreds
Game over, count two.
of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish it.
2 game overs.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying
So that is
their
some
own Metal Gear
really
force to
hardcore
compete
discipline.
with the US's nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes...
Did you really need to do that?
You think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
Not really, no.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
Don't mind that door opening.
Ours is not the only military...
Completely normal.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the...
Tammy, I don't believe Snake's gonna be staying that much longer.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy...
Not this, anyway.
...derail our own Ray project.
Well, at least not Metal Gear Solid.
I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation.
Even though it'd be totally sweet.
I know that is my duty.
Why did you do that?
Why not?
Do you not know about this?
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretch.
No, I knew about it. I mean, why did you do it again?
Left.
You don't know.
He doesn't know.
Damn it. That guy. Why'd that guy turn around?
Best count 2.
Snake!
It's going to be 3 if I get what I want.
Snake!
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. must be Terrence. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right. Up. Right. Getting back to the topic at hand. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. In the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray, the shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition to the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature than the Navy.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
Oops. Right. Back to the mission.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier,
The nuclear
I
war
know
would be totally
that.
brutal.
Yeah, but then how would we get our KDs up?
Terrence, let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left.
Don't fuck up.
You can't fuck up.
Right. Getting back to the topic at hand.
Dodged a bullet.
Metal Gear Ray is You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater.
Good.
Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses.
Good.
Official reason given does not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up costing his influence in the political community. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. Let's stretch those neck muscles again. Left. Right. Down.
What are you doing?
He's looking for the emblem.
Up.
Pretty sure it's an easy one to find.
Down. Front.
Down. Up.
Down. Front.
Oh, I didn't realize the timer pauses when he does the stretches.
Getting back to the topic at hand.
Technology.
I'll say.
Like you're actually hacking. You know what the password is?
Helena. That's my guess anyway. Fortune.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first one I'm seeing is...
Fuck you,
Okay,
Otacon.
that's good. The shot from the right is in the
Oh.
bag. Next up is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. The next one's... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. Next up is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
He doesn't know he's alive.
I just imagine it's that clapping guy from the Old Republic.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. End of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Remember the time when it looked really bad and pixelated?
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Makarov. Makes sense.
How the hell does he get behind him?
Lukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
You know, I don't get why he doesn't see this coming. I mean, the Ocelot is an American cat.
Yeah, even fucking, even paramedics saw that. She's,
This
like,
ship now
stupid as
carries
hell.
enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the
I just
water
called-
at the touch
I
of
just called
this
paramedics
button.
stupid, I feel bad.
That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
Only everyone has to die needlessly.
We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
Wait, are those silenced AKs?
Yeah, AKS 74 years.
I see.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk.
I was thinking about selling it to some street junkies for a fix.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons
This
is
doesn't
Russian.
make any goddamn
Developed by
sense.
us.
What do you intend to do?
What do you mean?
Russia will rise.
Actually, hold on.
And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform
Steve, the
you that I
Ocelot
have
is
no
a
intention of
is a
selling
cat
the gear.
on the
As I
North American
said,
continent.
I came to take it back.
But Ocelot is a Russian, apparently a Russian man.
Yes, returned.
No, he's not.
Patriots.
Apparently, I
The
said.
Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Golukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidas?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Golukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!